The purpose of this digital story is to learn about the composer Scott Joplin. We will learn about his life and his music. At the end of this digital story, we will be able to answer the question, who is Scott Joplin? There's some confusion on when and where Joplin was born, but we do know that he was born in Texas around 1968. He was born on a farm, most likely in northeast Texas. When Joplin was 2 years old, his family moved to Texarkana, a new up-and-coming city. In this new town, his father worked as a railroad laborer, and his mother worked as a household cleaner. His father played the violin, and his mother sang and played the banjo, so Joplin came from a very musical family. Because of this, Joplin had a non-traditional music education from a young age, and he was allowed to play the piano at some of the homes where his mother cleaned. Joplin expressed an interest in music from an early age, especially in learning the piano. His primary teacher was Julius Weiss. Weiss saw a lot of promise in Joplin, so he gave him lessons free of charge. This is where Joplin's classical training began. Weiss introduced opera, folk music, and classical music to him. Joplin quickly chose the life of a musician. In his teen years, he traveled around the Midwest to find places to perform, even performing in Chicago in 1893. In the same year, he also played in the Chicago World's Fair. While here, he created a band and arranged a lot of music for this band. In 1895, Joplin attended the George R. Smith College in Sedalia, Missouri. While here, he had a goal of being a concert pianist and a classical composer. Joplin also published his first works, Please Say You Will, and A Picture of Her Face, in 1895. After college, Joplin became fully immersed in composing music. However, this life did not come without hardships. His first opera, A Guest of Honor, was not well received, and he had a lot of trouble with the finances of the show. Somewhere along the line, the score for this opera was completely lost. What we do know about this opera is that it was about Booker T. Washington's dinner with President Roosevelt. This event polarized the nation and was very important for the African American community. Joplin wanted to pay tribute to this momentous event. Later in his career, he was more successful in publishing operas and other longer works. Joplin's most popular opera is called Treemonisha. However, Joplin is most successful in writing ragtime music. Ragtime is related to jazz, but is characterized by a syncopated melodic line with an accented accompaniment. It is also commonly played on the piano. Joplin's most popular piece is Maple Leaf Rag, which many of you have probably heard whether or not you know it. Joplin is now revered as the king of ragtime. To recap, today we talked about Scott Joplin's life and his music. We talked about his childhood, how he became interested in music, and how that interest became a career. We talked about some of his greatest successes and some of his failures as well. I hope you know a little more about the King of Ragtime.